talking to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction money. But I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Hey! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Play fake. Here's Willis. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They go play action with Willis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Get up! Dragon 60! Steady!
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Touchdown, Seahawks! Noah Fant, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have struck first in this NFC title game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Allison. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against the defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw, Willis. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 17 on that one. First down, Seahawks.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry here for Ken Walker. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Adafe Owe drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Richardson off the play fake. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 18.
Now Richardson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Well, we keep stats on everything, Bowen. This is one that you don't want to have. That's a 2nd drop right here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say, only in the 1st quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. That'll be caught out right by Allison. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off play action, Richardson. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after one. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Play action. Here's Willis. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Outright to Smith and Jigba. Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jigba from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Richardson looking to throw. Got a man, that's Allison. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Ready? 18, Pioneer. Come 19, come 19.
Richardson to the air on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, smash Broncos. Third, right.
They go play action with Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Man in motion left, that's Smith and Jigba. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Ready.
Back to Walker on first down. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Willis now off of play action. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Willis. That is caught. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. If they didn't get that done, this time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Play action. Now Richardson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Panther Street, Panther Street. Ready?
Richardson to throw off play action. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken right around the 44. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready, break. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Back to throw Willis. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This is 2nd and 8.
Ready, ready.
Going right back to Smith and Jigba. Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jigba on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Throwing on second and long. Richardson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Richardson shotgun on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Martin Emerson. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Check smash, check smash.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one, 28. On the ground.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Chop alert! Chop alert! Hey, smash Bronco! Let go!
They'll keep it on the ground. Johns. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Cowboys are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Point after, right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
70 Timberwolves. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They go play action with Willis. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 70 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Richardson on the bootleg here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So nothing doing there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Here's Richardson to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Up the middle they go. Johns. And now off to the races down the right side. And finally he's taken down at the 18. 107 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Go, Reed. Go. Ready, ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys are able to at least get one score back. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They go play action with Willis. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. It's a gain of 35. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Willis out of the gun. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Second and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, 26 yards. And the Seahawks are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Let's go now.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Three. Go.
They'll try the left side. Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Making the tackle there, Martin Emerson. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hey, check that. Street. Let go.
Richardson off the play fake. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Hurt.
On 3rd down, Johns. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker.
Check, man.
I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he is going to have the Cowboys' first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs.
Go! 19 Lions. Ready.
Off play action, Richardson. He finds his man, complete. That's Hess. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st down, Richardson. Okakwo holds it in left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. Seahawks actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Third. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation.
Hawk 70. 79 Broncos. Let go.
Richardson looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Come on.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, it was apparent that they were the better team. We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.